Hello friends, how are you all? Before doing this question, please revise the critical reasoning inference techniques that I explained in my previous video. Please pause the video for 2 minutes and then try the question. I explain the question. First, I read the question step. Which of the following is most strongly supported by the information given? The keywords in the stem, most strongly supported by the information, suggest that the stimulus supports the best option. That means it is an inference question. I analyze the stimulus. The keywords in the first statement are whales originated, freshwater lakes and rivers, ancient Asia, and 60 million years ago. The keywords in the second statement are 10 million years later and develop specialized kidney. The keywords in the third statement are Earth's saltwater ocean and had to return to freshwater rivers to drink. The keywords originated and ancient Asia given in the first statement have some hidden information. That is, no whales existed before 60 million years ago on the earth. Also, there were no whales in other continents 60 million years ago because the word origin means come to existence. In other words, 60 million years ago, whales appeared for the first time on the earth in ancient Asia. Next, the keywords 10 million years later developed specialized kidneys and had to return to freshwater rivers to drink suggest that whales had to be in the freshwater lakes and rivers of ancient Asia for 10 million years. During this period, they never lived in salt water as they could not drink it because of lack of kidneys. Using this information, we need to choose an option which is fully supported by this information. Also, we must eliminate any option that is beyond the scope of this information or which is not related or relevant to this given information. Now, I analyze the options and apply the elimination techniques. Option A. Fossils of whale species dating from between 60 million and 50 million years ago will not be found on continents that were at the time separated from ancient Asia by wide expanses of ocean. This option has two key phrases, namely between 60 million and 50 million years ago. Explanation. The stimulus states that during this period, whales were confined to freshwater lakes and rivers of ancient Asia. Thus, their fossils must be found in these places only, not in any other place or other continent. This could be a valid inference. I retain this option and examine other options. Please remember that in GMAT, you need to check all the 5 options because you must choose the best among the 5. Option B. Among whale fossils that date from later than about 50 million years ago, none are fossils of whale species that drank only fresh water. The keywords in this option are fossils dating from later than about 50 million years ago. Explanation. The stimulus states that not until this period did whales develop kidneys, but this option jumps to an extreme conclusion that among whale fossils that date from later than about 2 million years ago, none are fossils of whale species that drank only fresh water. In other words, this option makes an assumption that after 10 million years of their emergence, all whales began to possess kidneys, as if God said, "Let there be a kidney in every whale," and the kidney appeared. This claim is not supported by the stimulus, hence it is eliminated. Option C. Fossils of whale species that drank fresh water will not be found in close proximity to fossils of whale species that drank salt water. The keywords in this option are fossils of whale species that drank fresh water, not be found in close proximity, and fossils of whale species that drank salt water. Explanation. According to the given information in the stimulus, the earlier whales that drank only fresh water were confined to the freshwater lakes and rivers of ancient Asia. But the later whales that could drink both fresh water and salt water could live anywhere. So, the fossils of these species could be found both in freshwater lakes and rivers of ancient Asia and saltwater oceans. This possibility could not be ruled out, but this option C, is ruling out this possibility. Hence, option C is eliminated. Option D. The earliest whales that drank salt water differed from freshwater drinking whales only in their possession of specialized kidneys. The keywords in this option are the earliest whales that drank salt water, namely whales having kidneys, freshwater drinking whales, namely whales not having kidneys, and differed only in their possession of specialized kidneys. The stimulus states that the early whales that drank fresh water lacked kidneys, and the later whales which drank salt water developed kidneys. This is our difference between the two sets of whales, but the stimulus does not state whether it was the only difference between the two or whether there are any other differences. This extreme word only is not supported by the stimulus, hence option D is eliminated. Option E. Between 60 million and 50 million years ago, the freshwater lakes and rivers in which whales originated were gradually invaded by saltwater. The keyword in this option are between 60 million and 50 million years ago, the freshwater lakes and rivers, and gradually invaded by saltwater. This option has a new fact, that is, the freshwater lakes and rivers were gradually invaded by saltwater. This fact is not supported by the stimulus. It is a new fact, hence option E is eliminated. I hope you understand this explanation. If you have any doubts, any questions, any feedback or suggestions, please post in your comments. Thanks for watching this. Very soon I am going to post some more videos on every topic on GRE, GMAT and etc. Thank you. Good luck.